What's up, family and friends? Welcome. Here, let me talk to you. What is happening to Africans, especially Nigerians? So I'm focusing on Nigerians that I know better. What is happening to Nigerians? You see the news on social media everywhere about the kidnappings and the killings going on in Nigeria. Was it last week? They kidnapped school children from their classrooms, beheaded the principal, the headmaster, and they are still holding them till date. Even while children were doing Children's Day on the 27th of May, those children were still in captivity. And the government cannot rescue them. In fact, the kidnappers are demanding for ransom. They are making videos asking those victims to ask their president to send the ransom or they kill them. And they cannot do anything. In fact, the president said you should pray. It's prayer they need. He said they should pray. Thank you. He said they should pray. Prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. Prayer is the master's key. Some people will say, when you laugh, they say, it is not funny, but it's funny. Not that I don't care about Nigerians, or Nigeria, sorry. I don't care about Nigeria, but I care about Nigerians. Because you know I'm a Biafran. No Nigerian is a Nigerian by birth. All Nigerians are Nigerians by force. Whether you are Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, the three Wazobia, the three major tribes that made up Nigeria. You are not a Nigerian because Nigeria is not African country. Nigeria is a white man country in Africa. You may say you don't believe what I'm saying, I'm ranting, but you can see it yourself. If you think it's a lie, tell me what is the meaning of Nigeria in your African language. What language is Nigerian language now? So they made the video demanding for ransom in a country where there is military, in a country where there is police and the elected officers. But kidnappers are making video demanding for ransom. But people that don't carry gun protesting, you can shoot them, you can arrest them. People that say they don't want to be Nigeria anymore, you are against them, you are killing them. You know, go better for them. Nigeria owed apology to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because everything he told you people going on is what is going on. But your tribe or tribalism will not allow you to reason well. Your hate will not allow you to reason well. You think we are talking because we want your resources or we want your money. Why? You don't have control over those resources you're talking about. It's still strangers or other people who are enjoying those your resources. But you prefer suffering over your own freedom. You prefer let your brother who is not doing good job to stay in power while you are suffering. A Yoruba woman made a video not talking about the hardship in Nigeria, not talking about the kidnappers, Yoruba people that were kidnapped. Another Yoruba person, a woman made the video saying that they are forcing people to be on them the way they forced Buhari on them. Hey, some people can be wicked. Because what some few Yoruba people are doing, if you talk about it, it will appear like you are condemning all the Yorubas. No, I still like Yoruba people no matter what. In fact, I started learning Yoruba language in the north, which is Hausa land. I was there with Hausa people, I was there with Yoruba people, but I prefer Yoruba people. Igbo people are not tribalistic, if you can reason, because they are the only ones everywhere in Nigeria. If we are tribalistic, we won't be in the west and in the north. Because we are like into doing business, you know. So a businessman cannot be against people he expects to be buying from him. That's what makes it impossible for Igbos to be tribalistic. Just like saying that black people are racist is a lie. It is impossible for black people to be racist because they are the ones that are suffering racism. They are the ones that have been enslaved. They never enslaved other people. So this woman opened her stupid mouth saying all that, forgotten that it is the president who sold Buhari to them, saying that after Buhari, he will be the one who will take over. And he came out with that term, Emilokan, it is my turn. But because these Yoruba idiots who are so tribalistic want to inject his tribe, the same way white people always inject their superiority when it comes to other race. She's behaving like Igbo people are forcing Obi on them because among all the candidates, Obi is the best. I'm not supporting Obi. I'm not supporting Nigeria. You cannot see me now campaign for anybody to win election in Nigeria. If I do that, then why am I saying I'm Biafran? If you are a true Biafran, you're not supposed to support any election in Nigeria. You're supposed to know why Biafra. Biafra did not come because Igbo people were looking for resources. Biafra did not come because Igbo people were looking for money. Biafra did not come because Igbo people were looking for presidency. We decided to go pathways because they were killing us. And that killing is still going on in Nigeria. What triggered the Biafra to emerge that time? And also, what triggered the Nigeria-Biafran war, the genocide the Nigerian government carried against the Biafrans? Because we didn't have military. They did. They have well-equipped military. We didn't have them. Unless maybe some Igbo people who were in the military, like Ojukwu. And that's why I think that's why our people made him a leader. So that they can build their own military. They came against us. You can see some soldiers barefoot fighting to defend ourselves. Not even our land. We are not talking about land. We're talking about ourselves that time. To defend ourselves. Protect ourselves from all this evil. Then somebody will think that Igbo people want presidency. Or Igbo people, no. I don't want, Nigeria will never work, not whether I want it or not. Nigeria is the way it is, not by any, I don't blame the president, I don't blame the governors. All of them are fighting to survive. They don't know how to do anything because we are still slaves. We are still under white men. We are still under white supremacy. None of us have power in Africa. There's no African leader in Africa. None. No African leader. Think about that. There are only African leaders in name. In name only. They don't have power. They don't have weapons. The weapons they have is against themselves, against their brethren. But they cannot use it against those they buy it from or they bought it from. Think about it. People are scared of going back to their villages in Africa, especially in Nigeria. Then I see the bloggers, social content creators now, making videos in that respect, calling on people. See, they say that this thing is affecting Nigerians, whether you are in Nigeria or in abroad. And they show you the evidence. How people are selling their houses in abroad to send money for ransom. Not for development. To pay ransom. Think about that. Somebody taking all his retirement, whatever, money to go pay for ransom. To free their father, to free their mother, to free their siblings from the hands of kidnappers. So they say it's affecting everybody. I say I'm happy with that. Even my last video I made about Bible study in Genesis 44, I say stop tying your life to other people's life. Live your life. Those people can live without you. You can live without them. Stop tying yourself, your life to other people. Whether they are your parents, whether they are your siblings, no matter who they are, stop tying your own life to their own life. Don't think you cannot live without them. Don't think they cannot live without you. Don't think they hold your life. Don't think they can bless you or curse you. Free yourself. So, but the one that concerns me is the one they're talking about people living in abroad. It's affecting them too. What nonsense. Somebody living in Africa, I will tie my life to them. You call it family. You call it culture. You call it tradition. I don't know what you call it, but think about it. Even put that one aside. My main concern anytime you talk about Africa or Nigeria, they are worshippers of God. They have God. In fact, the kidnappers worship God. Their victims also worship the same God. Just as black people are worshiping the same God with our oppressors, the white people. So think about it. Where is their God? That is my own main case. Yoruba man being against, or Yoruba woman being against Igbo people, or any tribe being against tribe, I don't care about that one. Whether it's Yoruba, whether Hausa, whether Igbo, whether any part of Africa it is. Where is God? I want you to tell me where that God is. What that God is doing. Why that God cannot prevent that. The same people will turn around and tell you that God is good. If they bring the ransom and the freedom, they will tell you it is God that made it possible. They begin to thank God. That is my only issue with our people. I don't have any other issue. If you want us to fight, I can fight. If you want us to talk, I can talk. If you want us to do anything, I can do. I can do what I can, and you can do what you can. But telling me to help somebody who said God is his helper or her helper, that her help comes from above, not from abroad, not from me, is ridiculous. I know a majority of us were raised to do that. I quit. I will never do that. I'd rather die than tying my life to another person. That maybe another person robbing my joy, my happiness. Because some of you will use that nonsense, all the nonsense they use. If they didn't get back to you, did I ask my parents to give back to me? No. Have I done something for my parents? I have done for my parents more than they did for me. Let me say it again, maybe 3 times. I have done for my parents more than they did for me. I have done for my parents more than they did for me. I'm not joking. I'm not bragging about it, but it's a fact. And I have the receipts. My mother is still alive. My siblings are still alive. But I decided not to continue being a cheerful giver. A cheerful giver is a foolish giver. It's a stupid giver. Somebody that give not because they care. They give because they are compelled. They think if they don't give, it will bring misfortune to them, and tomorrow they will be the one begging. Listen, I rather beg my fellow human being or my fellow being Instead of claiming that I have God that can provide for me and still go beg for people, beg people to help me. So the bloggers, they say what is happening, Nigeria is happening to Nigerians. I say I agree with them, that one. It is Nigeria that is happening to Nigerians, not devil, not any God. It is Nigeria. That's how Nigeria decided to be. Why people establish it? You know what it means to gather people that don't share things in common and put them together? They must be fighting. They must be fighting. It will never be well with them. They will never know any peace. They will never know any unity. They will be fighting. That's what is going on in Africa. Because before, we don't have those divisions. They come and divided us. And divided people must be fighting. They are heading to destruction. Nigeria is happening to them. They want you to pity them. No, I will not. I don't pity them. If they kidnap me, too, don't pity me. If I decided to go to Nigeria, anything happened to me there, don't pity me. Don't pity me. Stop living this pitiable life they raise you to live. Carrying unnecessary burden. Suffering unnecessarily. When are we going to wake up to end this nonsense going on in Africa? We are not ourselves. If Africans have brain, they're supposed to boycott this World Cup. No more doing anything in this world until we free ourselves, until we do what we're supposed to do. Is it possible? Yes. Can they do it? No. Why? Where we still have Abrahamic religions, where we still have foreign policies, foreign government, it will never work. Where we don't have our own weapons, it will never work. But that will not make me to turn against my people. I may not see our people free before I go for long sleep. But I know they will still be free because there was time they weren't in this condition. So no condition is permanent. Then maybe in my next life, that's when they will have it. If not, we keep going and coming. But the only thing I've vowed, I will never be born in any spiritual or religious family. I will never be born in a poor family again. Never. Worst family to be born into is poor family, because any children born in that family are confused and they don't know themselves. They can do anything to survive. Like I said before in one of my videos, Africans are not poor. We're only suffering poverty. And the cause of poverty is war. And the man of war is God. So we have God problem. Even in your own family, you know there is God problem there. You are having issue. The day you leave that your family religion, even though you are still religious, but no longer in that family religion, you have issue with them. And coming from my lawyer house friend, or my lawyer friend house, he's suffering the same thing with his siblings. He's still a Christian or with them. My people, when will you say enough is enough and mean it? I don't much blame those poor people who are taking money from politicians to survive. You say, no, they do this. If they didn't take that money, will you supply or give them what they need? No. The only way I blame them, they know they are poor. They are suffering poverty, or they are suffering poverty, yet they are producing children. They are having children. They want high life. They want to build a house upstairs. They don't want to build the small one that they can build. Go to villages, you still see uncompleted buildings everywhere. Out of shame, you started building. Why not take that money and better yourself, enjoy your life? You will still die, whether you have money or not. At least sustain yourself. Think about it. What is happening to Africans? What is happening to Nigerians? Where is God in them all? You will come defending that God, saying that that God is testing you, that God is working. That means you are certified crazy person, certified mental patient. Learn from your suffering. What should you learn from your suffering? Not obedience, prudence. Try to understand what is going on and try to know yourself. Try to understand what works for you. Go in that path. No condition is permanent. What you see in your dreams are possible, but they are not real. You are the one that can walk them and bring them into reality. Your prayer cannot make your dreams come true. God cannot make your dreams come true. Your faith cannot make your dreams come true. They already told you that faith without works is dead. Your God without your works is dead. Jesus without your work is dead. You are the one promoting God and Jesus. They are not doing it. They are dead. You are the one giving them life. You are the life machine. You are the life support machine. God and Jesus. And the day you unplug that machine, they are dead. They have been dead to me. Think about it. Remember, no condition is permanent.